Hello, everyone. Do you guys remember Mr. Broke? Oh, come on. How can you forget about the brokest loser of them all? Please watch. This situation just exposed all of the friends who couldn't pay the bill for Angel and Abigail. Hence, now we know that this one is broke, this one is broke, broke, and broke. Nothing but a bunch of broke losers. And the reason why I mention that is because it goes to show that freeloading of our system can only take you so far. Now, I'm confident that Mr. Strawberry's friends are watching this episode. So my message to you, Angel's friends, is save every single dollar you have left because you'll need it very soon.
Porque
Mission just exposed all of their friends who
todos
couldn't
sus amigos,
the belt
incluyendo
and
su
Abigail.
esposa y la otra
Now we
chica,
know that this one is
están quebrados.
La
this
hija de Dios.
Quebrados es como que son pobres, ¿sabes? Como que son unos pobres. Broke. Pobres. Pobres, pobres, pobres.
losers. And the
Pobre
reason-
Son unos estúpidos
para poder cobrar dinero.
que no tienen como para pagar eso.
Hermano, pero no te alteres, cálmate.
No me interesa.
Mami, él le dijo que son unos pobres que no tienen para pagar nada, hermana.
Pero es que
Son
no
unos
te alteres
quebrados.
porque te pueden
Pobre
estar
el que tiene que hablar
hermana,
para
te
el
pueden
chismoso.
estar, escúchame, te pueden estar grabando y ajá.
Bueno,
Normal.
Te cabeza de huevo. Yo sí soy pobre y tú eres un rol y tranco es chismoso, que es peor que ser pobre. Chismoso, lo
Que
que
la
tú
hija de Dios, la monistica, les viral son unos pobres.
So far.
Yo sí soy pobre, pero no soy chismoso y eso vale más que ser millonario. Chismoso.
To you,
El mensaje para ustedes es
save every single
guarda
you have
cada dólar que puedas.
very soon.
Porque créeme que le van a hacer mucha falta. Los quemo horrible.
Mira, párame ese video. Yo no necesito
Y
dólares.
ahorres
Yo facturo
cada
dólares
dólar
aquí
que puedas
dentro
porque
de mi
los vas
casa
a
en
necesitar,
Venezuela.
linda.
En Colombia, si me da la gana, yo facturo dólares. ¿Qué te pasa a ti, tía Rosy? Más bien quiero que me paguen el pasaje porque me quiero ir de esta mierda porque nada como Venezuela vive en esa mierda, caballero.
Mana, él le dijo que ahorren cada dólar porque los van a sacar.
A mí, a mí me importa los Estados Unidos, a mí me importa Venezuela.
That was an epic episode. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you go check it out. I'll leave the link in the sources section down below. The name is Migrants Complaining, America is a you-know-what. That's what he said, the little bastard. Well, I have some breaking news for you. Mr. Broke has self-deported to Venezuela. He couldn't handle the pressure. He knew he was on the list. If you remember, he made some threats against me. And although you can say he's a pretty laughable person, we do take all threats extremely seriously, especially when this individual is friends with Angel Cardenas Bravo, the Strawberry, who has now been labeled as a TDA gang member by the Trump administration. No surprise there. But that's how this beef, I guess you can say beef, that's how it started. I was exposing Angel Cardenas Bravo, the Strawberry, and Mr. Broke came to defend him. And so he was attacking me, and I was like, oh, really? Well, let me investigate this clown further. And, well, he was another border crosser. And that's how the story unraveled, if you will. And he ended up leaving the country fairly quickly after my report, where I exposed Mr. Broke for being a criminal. Like most of them do, they call attention to themselves. And so there's no doubt that he is donkey of the week material. So please give him a big hee-haw. Donkey! A lot of them came to disrespect this country, disrespect all of us who are here by skipping the line, recording themselves crossing the border illegally, in some cases making threats against those who were exposing them, but not on our watch, ladies and gents. And although we are currently facing a judicial coup, it doesn't matter. Even if it's one by one, we will get them out. We'll get all of them out sooner or later. Let's get started. Well, Mr. Broke is gone, Americans. But let's go back in time to show you the main parts of some of those episodes where he made an appearance. Well, this one got arrested too. And that's according to Tampa Bay mugshots. Now, Angel over here apparently has 3 children. One of them was born in the United States. But with who? Who do you think, guys? Of course, another Democratic crown jewel, Abigail Crespo Perez, his lovely girlfriend or wife, who also got arrested. Both are Venezuelan migrants. And when it comes to Mr. Strawberry over here, well, he has multiple charges under his belt, including the carrying of a concealed firearm. But you already knew it doesn't end there. You see, his friends have come forward to defend him against everyone because Angel, well, he's literally an angel, guys. Such a sweetheart, including this other Venezuelan migrant nicknamed La Bonistica. Yeah, La Bonistica. We'll just call him Mr. Bonnie to make things simpler. So Mr. Bonnie over here stated the reason why Angel got caught with a firearm was to defend himself from the crazy black people of Chicago. I am not even kidding. In fact, I have the recording.
Pero ese es su contenido, pero yo sé quién es el fresa, pero el fresa no está ni ahí. Todos andan por ahí hablando feo. Que él hizo esto, que él hizo lo otro. Está una discusión con su mujer, un problema normal, una problemática normal, como cualquier pareja. Y tú sabes que es un problema y vaina y lo agarró la policía. Pero habían dicho que por un arma sí, porque tenía un arma para el secreto, ni para ninguno es el secreto, que eso está puesto en las páginas, en todo. Tenía un arma que él tenía su vaina para defenderse, me imagino, de cualquier hombre. O sea, que aquí son muy locos, esos negros son locos, aquí hay muchos negros locos. VegaAxis. Quiero ver qué sacó este perro. Mira. Llévate para adelante.
¿Qué? ¿Yo salgo?
Mana, claro.
Papá Palo, si me sacó, voy a ver quién es. Papá Palo no me interesa nada.
Ya va, que está por aquí.
¡Ay, este!
Ese mismo.
Ya va. Ay, papá Palo. Este tipo.
Déjame buscar.
Y aquí no está unido, le voy a partir la cara en lo que lo vea. Si me deporte, no me interesa nada.
El mensaje para ustedes es:
Save every single
guarda cada dólar que puedas.
very soon.
Porque créeme que le van a hacer mucha falta. Los quemo horrible.
Mira, párame ese video. Yo no necesito
Y
dólares.
ahorres
Yo facturo
cada
dólares
dólar
aquí
que puedas
dentro
porque
de mi
los vas
casa
a
en
necesitar,
Venezuela.
linda.
En Colombia, si me da la gana, yo facturo dólares. ¿Qué te pasa, Titi Rosy? Más bien quiero que me paguen el pasaje porque me quiero ir de esta mierda porque nada como Venezuela vive en esa mierda, caballero.
Mana, él los quemó. Él le dijo que ahorren cada dólar porque los van a sacar.
A mí ni que me importa a los Estados Unidos, a mí me importa Venezuela.
Is shared to the American people. They change all of a sudden, right? When they post that stupid content for their friends and migrant followers, it's okay. They don't care. There's no shame. But the moment they realize you, the American people, are watching, they act as if I hacked their phones or something.
Ok, ¿dónde está el traductor? ¿Dónde está el traductor? Coño de la madre. Dura 26 minutos. Nah, huevona, este se pasó. Este me imagino que diría que yo tengo el culo negro, con pelo, sin pelo, que ya los rayos se me lo desbarataron, todavía se están creciendo los nuevos. Papi, este es como para yo matar a este tipo, ¿viste? Lo voy a echar una role de demanda. Mira lo que le voy a hacer. Él quiere contenido. Le voy a echar una rolo de demanda. Le voy a echar una rolo de demanda y me voy a poner a llorar en las autoridades. Que tengo nervios, que la gente me dice un poco de mensajes al privado. Y voy a poner cuentas fantasmas que me escriban de todo, que me van a matar, que tal, que... Él va a ver. Él va a ver. ¿Dónde se ponen esos subtítulos? Ya va, que aquí se puede traducir, ¿verdad? ¿Dónde se traduce esa mierda? Quiero saberlo todo más todo. ¡Ay!
¡Ay! ¡Ay!
No sale en español, no me sale nada en español, no me sale nada en español. Subtítulo, inglés, Dice traducir automáticamente español. Coño, dejen el chisme, necesito traduzcar. Ay, no, alguien que traduzca, quien habla inglés, Dios mío. Mira la gente como pone, marica. ¿Dónde traduzco esa mierda? Todo lo que me quiero ver. Ay, no. Uno no puede ni ver las respuestas y hablan son puros inglés, mira, ve.
I mean, it's amazing stuff. And again, if you want to watch the entire episode or episodes, because the first one was about Angel Cardenas Bravo, but then I investigated him, Mr. Broke, further, I'll leave the link of both episodes down below. But now here we have Mr. Broke, and he says the following. And for the record, this was about a month after I reported him to immigration officials. So he says, hey guys, this is me, the Bonnie. I'm here without a filter, without chains, without any watches, without any jewelry. I'm not pretending anything I'm not, but I just want to give you blessings to my friends and enemies, and those of you who were part of my live streams, all of you. And well, blessings, like always. I'm a humble individual. I'm not pretending to be anything, but I achieved my goal. And well, my loves, I want to wish you the best for you and yours. Please don't give up on your goals. Remember, the US is not an easy country. There's a lot of suffering. You cry, you laugh, etc. And I know about all of those things. I know what it is like to sleep in a car for months. But oh well, I did it. I fought hard and I did it. Right now I want to go back, hug my mother, my friends, and even the neighbor who was always being a gossiper. And, she was part of the gossip all the time, but she'll be the first one to show up at your funeral, he says. So he's saying goodbye for a lack of better words. He keeps saying that he knows what it is like to sleep in a car for 3 months in Miami. And he knows what it is like not to have enough money to pay rent, or what it is like to have a headache because you cannot find a job. And he says, remember, it's never impossible to achieve any goal. It is hard to achieve your goals, but just keep going, keep at it. This message goes to all of my friends who I met on Tech Trash. I wish to meet you at some point, all of you. Then he says, and for those of you who don't have enough, hopefully God gives you more. And for those of you who already have, well, I hope God continues to give you more. Well, my love, I'll see you guys on my next episode. And they're calling him. He says, I gotta go because they're calling me. I have to leave. I love you guys. And he starts crying. See him right there? Give me the damn tissue. Oh, good Lord. So inspirational. So inspirational. Mr. Broke. What a sweetheart, right? When he's not making threats and insulting the United States, he's such an inspiration to all of those criminal migrants who love to break the law and cut in line and insult everyone, immigrants and Americans alike. Oh, hold on, guys. I gotta take a break. Let me cry for a little bit. Let me cry for this moron. Well, he eventually made it to the state of Texas, and he came across this set of Border Patrol vehicles. And he's saying, well, now that I'm leaving, God, I pray to you to please keep these things. He calls it like animals, like insects, these things away from my Venezuelan brothers and sisters. Like he's praying to God and saying, please keep them away. And hopefully immigration can rest in peace, he says. I want you to erase the names of all of my Venezuelan brothers who are working hard. And you see him once again leaving the country defeated. There he is, about to exit the United States. I mean, this is glorious, guys. I've been doing all of these videos exposing a lot of these criminals. And there he is. He crossed the border into the US. And this is amazing to watch. It's a reward after all the hard work to finally see this happening. But again, Thanks to you for sharing the videos, commenting, and it goes a long way because these idiots don't know who's watching this channel. But little by little, they're finding out that all of those videos have serious consequences. Speaking of which, now that he is outside of the US and he is trying to get to Venezuela via Mexico and Central America, he says, let me tell you this, and I know I'm right. All of this that is happening in the US, it is thanks to you, he says, because you keep posting videos, okay? Trying to go viral and say, I'm viral. No, you're not viral. You can be viral like a comedian. He mentioned some Venezuelan comedian, I guess. And then he says, that's how you can be viral. But then you guys say, oh, I'm a content creator. No, that's not being a content creator, he says. That's creating hate towards our own Venezuelan people because you guys want to be influencers and get numbers, but you're hurting the Venezuelan community. Why don't you say, let me help other Venezuelan brothers and sisters by trying to give them a job or give them some food or some good advice, but nobody wants to help anybody. All you guys want to do is have money in your pockets, just like God says to help other people without expecting anything back. And then he repeats the similar message of, I hope you are blessed, either those who like me or who are against me. But again, so hypocritical, right? I mean, he was creating such content, mocking the United States. I mean, you remember if you watched that episode where he is calling the US, you know what, and all of us in it. But he's so self-righteous now. He is the religious person now. I mean, truly inspirational. Nevertheless, the way Mr. Broke came into the country was the way he went out. You see those clips? He went from Mexico to Costa Rica, Nicaragua, whatever, all of those Central American countries trying to get to Venezuela. He even took a boat, or so it seems, to return back to Venezuela the way he came in, guys. Look at it. He broke the law coming in and he's breaking the law going back, but what the hell, at least he left the country and we're glad to see it. Now here he finally made it to Venezuela and he says, listen to me, please. I want to give you some breaking news, okay? I just received this message. Now that I'm in Venezuela, look what it says. It's that email from the CBP One app that is telling everyone that you have a week to leave the country. He's saying, this is why I left, you see? They're doing whatever the hell they want with you guys. So sell everything you have. Look at me. I just got home and this email just came into my inbox. Check your email. Yeah, check your emails. And I know some people are saying, I didn't receive anything. Please check. You did get it. I just got it right now. In other words, he's telling the migrants that follow him to leave the country, sell your stuff. You already made your money. Get out because things are getting dangerous for the migrants. But it goes to show that he left before that email was sent to the migrants. Again, because he knew that we made those reports about him and he couldn't handle the pressure. He knew that USCIS and ICE officials had all of his current information. Then here he says, my people, I want to clarify why I left the country. I left the US because I have a lot of tats and I'm not a criminal, so that the Americans can lock me up and drive me crazy. I'm not used to being in a jail. I'm not a criminal. So what I'm trying to tell you is, for them to catch me while I'm walking around or doing Uber, which is what I was doing, I said, you know what? Let me leave the country. That's it. I left through the big door. I never applied for asylum or anything else because I knew I was leaving the country at some point. I know I'm Venezuelan and I didn't need any asylum. That's why I didn't apply for it. So please be careful. If you have tats, leave. Put a sweater on or whatever, long sleeve shirt, cover yourself and leave. That's what I recommend. I left because I was scared that at some point they were going to put me in prison, and I'm not a criminal, and much less because I have tats. Us Venezuelans, we never identify ourselves because of the tattoos we have. You get me? And so if the US and Mexico are identifying themselves with those tats, well, that's them, but not us, the Venezuelans. No, not us. So all of you keep saying, oh, why did you leave? Why? Just cut the BS already, he says. The migrant mentality. I'm not a criminal, but I crossed the border illegally and I drove without a driver's license, breaking all the rules and then recording themselves doing it, which is probably the worst part because, if he didn't talk about it or posted it, we would have never known. But that's a mentality. I'm not a criminal. I can do whatever the hell I want, record it and post it, but it's not criminal activity. It's completely normal. Then here he says, I'm scared. My nephew spoke with the owner of the pizzeria where my mother is eating right now, and I'm going to change into a waiter to surprise her. So please follow me. And there is, you see Mr. Broke with his sister. Mr. Broke is already crying because I guess he's excited. He's going to see his mommy. And that's the sister trying to make him feel better. He says, I can't do this. Oh no, so much drama. Oh, so sweet. Well, there he is. He finally changed. And he's going to serve the table where his mom is eating at. And I want to show you these clips because sometimes people say, did he really leave the country? Yes, guys, he left the country. And this is a bit hilarious, if you will. He's an emotional wreck. All right, come on, Mr. Broke. Get going here. Okay, finally. So there he is, serving the food. That's his mother. And there's a surprise. Oh, so sweet. Mr. Broke. Wow. After making so many threats, he's finally back with his mommy. How adorable. Well, that's a big hug, let me tell you. Oh, come on, Mr. Broke. Please, let her breathe. He can't stop and won't stop, and neither are we. Oh, but this is great. It's fantastic. He is finally back home in mommy's arms. She even said he's fat. She was like, oh, wow, you're fat. I'm not kidding. Let's see if you can hear it. Well, that's all she wrote, ladies and gents. Mr. Broke, another border crosser, is finally back home. And I guess you can say he went back home to mommy. So, Mr. Broke, I hope you had a nice trip. And don't you ever come back into this country again. Because if you do, we'll be waiting for you to lock you up for the crimes that you and your friends committed against the American people. As always, you guys are more than welcome. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. And the shoutouts for those of you who go the extra mile are down below. As always, I truly appreciate the support. Take care, and I'll see you next time. And then there's that sound he makes every time he drops something.
Mana, mira. Mami, yo quiero ver.
No muestren nada de... ¡Ay, ya va! Esto va... No se traduce esa mierda, quiero saberlo todo más todo. ¡Ay! ¡Ay!
pathetic.